Hello, welcome back to Puff Drink Talk podcast. I'm Hilton.
I'm George.
And I'm Arthur.
And we're going to keep with the theme over here. A couple of days ago, we're talking about World Cup, so we're going to go into more technical aspects of the World Cup. And because this is in George's wheelhouse.
Realm.
He knows a lot about soccer, football. He knows a lot about it. He used to play, and he knows quite a few players. So let's investigate his mind a little bit. His inquisitive mind.
Okay, so to begin with, we are on YouTube and Spotify, so don't forget to subscribe, like, follow us, tell your friends about us. It's important for us. If you like our subject, if you like what we talk about here, please help us. A like really goes a long way for us.
And tell us in the comments who you guys think are going to win the World Cup.
Yeah, true.
I know who's going to win.
Hopes.
It's going to be France, unfortunately. We're going to go technical now.
We can use maybe the next time we meet, right? In our next podcast, we talk about predictions too, okay? In our podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So right now, you're in America, and it's impossible nowadays to get into any sport without talking about load management. It's been big in the U.S. It became very popular in basketball because of Kawhi Leonard, which is a 2 times Finals MVP. He actually beat Miami Heat. LeBron's Miami Heat when he was playing for the Spurs. He was a big surprise because we always believed that the big trio of Spurs would win, but actually Kawhi was the MVP Finals. And then later in 2019, he was well known also because he beat that Curry semi-great Golden State Warriors because of the injuries of several players, but it doesn't matter. He was there and he won. But he is well known for since he transferred to since the Spurs, but since he transferred to the Clippers, right? He manages his game. He never plays. You see, the regular season is 82 games, and he played maybe 50, 40 games. So he's always.
Yeah, but in football, they don't play as many as basketball. Basketball is like every single game is like 7 games or whatever.
Every week, right? So, so they play 3 games, sometimes 4 games, and they have this back-to-back game. So you play a game, and then the next day you have to play again, right? So they started managing because the athletes are getting injured, so... And then also in basketball, that happened. I'm just giving you the idea. Look, basically, load management is that you manage your minutes, how many minutes you play per game, or how many games you play per season, right? So, and then we started seeing that the same thing happening during the World Cup. There's one extra game, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because it was last 16, last 8, then the semifinals and the final. So if you win a World Cup, you play 7 games.
7, yes.
7 games, right? If you are first, second, third, and fourth place, you play 7 games. The other teams in the quarterfinals play 6 games, and so forth, right? So if you only play the phase games, you play only 3 games, right? So now, technically, if I'm not mistaken, we are going to play 1 extra game, which is 8 games. And right now, they are actually load managing
because
players.
Because
1 extra game.
Yeah. Maybe... I don't know, like, from my opinion, from my view, it's not like load management. I feel it's way more of like, I'm already classified to the round of 32. I don't want my best player to get, like, injured or, like, get a yellow card and, be suspended for something, So if I'm the coach and I look and I have my best player who is, like, we're already classified and all we need is, like, a draw or maybe even a tie or something, and I don't want to lose my best player. I don't want them like to get a yellow card and don't play like the game that was way more important than like the group stage game,
But I have 2 points here to address that, and I'm gonna ask you, Hilton and Arthur, right? Number 1, how good is that for the fans who bought the tickets? They bought the tickets. They paid $2,000 to watch Mbappé. They know the game is going to be Haaland and Mbappé, the top scorers. And yeah, so think about, you bought the ticket, you were excited. Wow, that's one of the best games of the whole World Cup.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I go there because I'm just
Yeah.
counterweighting. Okay, just counterweighting.
So every single team has a player that brings
Franchise player, or whatever.
bring the supporter in, right? So France has,
Mbappé.
Kylian Mbappé. Is that his name?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappé.
Yeah, and then US has that guy that is scoring.
Pulisic,
Yeah, Brazil has Vini.
Vini Jr., Neymar.
Yeah, but it's more Vini. People are like
Neymar.
really more like going for Vini, and of
Yes.
course Neymar is just like a cherry on top. But then you have England. You have that one dude that is freaking crazy
Kane.
awesome right now. Forgot his name.
Kane.
Harry Kane.
Yeah, I think so.
Hurricane. Harry
Yeah,
Kane.
Yeah.
Hurricane.
Yeah, it's not coming home, by the way. It's not coming home.
So every single team has, well, I have to mention Messi, but has a person that has to play to bring that happiness
Yeah.
to the supporters that are there. So on load management kind of thing, or saving the player from so that it doesn't get injured or a yellow card or whatever. But they still put that person to play on the last
10,
15
15 minutes, yeah.
20 minutes, because it makes sense. I mean, people are there to see them. So unless that player is actually injured and cannot play, he should play. Because if not, the show is not a show anymore.
I'll
right?
try to illustrate that. I got friends over, and then there was this ticket, Spurs versus Lakers. Guess what? LeBron and Doncic would play against Wemby and company. And I love to go there. Okay, we bought that binocle long, like tickets, like all the way up. But I want to see
Yeah, you have
LeBron.
to,
I want to see
binoculars,
LeBron. Yeah, I want to see LeBron. And I got there. No, he played yesterday. He's injured. No, he's just he's gonna sit because it's a back-to-back. It was my fault because I should have predicted that. But I thought, look, maybe it's LeBron's last year. I don't know. We never know with LeBron, right? How many seasons he's going to play. But I want to see. It was an opportunity for me to watch Wembayama, the ascension of Wembayama versus Lakers, right? And of course, you get Doncic, you get Wembayama. It was a great game. I think Doncic scored 35, 40 points in that game. Awesome.
Yeah.
Right? But I wanted to see LeBron. I felt there was fault to it. They were fault with me.
So
Yeah.
you actually felt that happening to you. And I think that's what it would be. I mean, I think for the supporters it would be it would suck.
I agree because I'm a supporter and I want to go and watch Messi, Ronaldo, I don't know, Kane, all of them. Haaland, that's the one I think that came up with the topic actually. So Norway against France. But at the same time, like, what is the main goal of the World Cup? Is it to be an spectacle or is it to be world champions? Because if my idea is to be world champions and my best player, I can save my best player to like a game that's way more important, I'll do it. So even though it's the
If you're the
spectacle,
coach,
I want to win. In the end of the day, I want to win. Or I want to go as far as I can.
But let me ask you, as an athlete, because you are an athlete and then you play.
Yeah.
Tennis is your
that was
sport.
my number 2 point. Your question now is going to be
It's your question.
My number 2 points.
Yeah, which is you are an athlete. Do you want to play?
Okay, let me try to think with my soccer mind because tennis is like completely different.
Yeah.
I would say if I was Haaland, if I was Messi, if I was Mbappé, who's like the guys that want to like be the top scorer in the World Cup, which is like an amazing achievement, I would want to play every single game. But at the same time, if my coach...
Look at this. The third game, you already classified, and you're going to be playing against a team that potentially...
Jordan.
Yeah, potentially a team that it's going to be easier to score. You wanna be on that game.
Yeah, you want to score as much as you
want to
can.
score 1, 2, 3 goals.
Yeah.
Messi has 7. goals right now, right?
Six goals.
I think.
Six goals.
Yeah.
6 goals. Yeah.
But don't forget that Argentina was allowed a penalty, and then Lautaro kicked. Messi would
Because
have one.
Messi wasn't on.
Yes, and then also Lo Celso's goal, right?
yeah.
Maybe because the goalkeeper. Come on, goalkeepers, can you please defend against Messi? Like two Messi's goals were like blatant, terrible defense from two goalkeepers. I don't know if he played the first 60 minutes.
But that's why he wanted to play because to use those easy opportunities.
He only
you know?
scored one in 30 minutes. Probably he would have scored a hat trick or
Yes.
even more because of the all the free kicks that he would get it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Still, like, I feel with the mind that, like, I want to be the champion, and if I'm saving myself, and that's gonna give me a better chance of being the world champion, I would want to do it. Even though, like, there's a spectacle and I want to score more goals, I believe that those guys, especially like Messi, knowing Messi, I don't believe he cares about the records. I think he just wants to be world champion again. He just wants to bring, like, the happiness to the Argentinian people again and, like, see his teammates winning. And if it's the best thing for him, like, to save and, like, to take control of his minutes, he's gonna do it.
I don't think a player would say like, no, I'm tired, I don't want to play. I think all of them would just be like, oh man, hey, I'll tough it up, you know what I mean, or whatever. I want to play. That's what I think the player will do.
I can also bring back to my example then, as an athlete, I can bring it back, and I know we have, like, okay, so tennis season, basically we have the regular season where we play, like, a lot of games that are worth nothing. They are worth something, but it's not games that are going to make, like, a huge difference in the end of the year. Because we normally have the conference tournament, which is, like, the biggest thing. And every single time we had, like, some of my teammates were injured, and they would be like, okay, I got to save myself to the tournament. Because that's way more important than it is, you know? So even as an athlete, I've seen, like, people doing load management, even in tennis, which is, like, you know, you don't do it a couple times. And also in my level, which is, like, not even close to the World Cup level, they were doing load management. So I think it's something every athlete does, because you all want to be, like, at your best in the games that worth it.
To be honest, now there is hydration break, so you literally don't need it. I mean, the guys have a break within the break. Come on. Before, it wasn't necessary, and now it is.
Yeah. I still don't think, like, the breaks are being used in the right way. Like, I believe...
we could explore a lot.
Yeah.
We're going to explore that for sure.
Because...
Soon.
yeah. We can keep talking about the load management or road breaks.
Yeah, because I didn't want to change the topic because you see, like, as a player, if I were a player, I would want to play all the games because it's a unique experience. And maybe your team is out on the last 32, last 16, and then you missed one of the games. There's only one winner, and the chances to win are very, very thin. So I want to play every single game. I want to respect my, in respect to everyone who bought the ticket and who's watching on TV, I would prefer to go. That's as a player.
Okay.
As an attendant, as a fan, I want to see all the players playing. They don't have to play all the 105 minutes. It seems like it's getting crazy now, the extra time, the additional time. But you see, but I wanna see my player.
George, with exactly what you're saying like there's only one opportunity. Exactly what you're saying. There has been only, like, how many? 8? Brazil, Germany, 2, Italy, 3, Argentina, 4, France, 5, Uruguay, 6, England, 7. There has only been 7. 1,
8
2,
with
3,
Spain.
4, 5.
Spain.
There's Spain.
Seven.
And
Spain's
England.
over here. With one title. So there has only been in history
Yep.
of World Cup that is started back in 1930.
Yep.
There has only
Not
been,
to mention that Uruguay hasn't won for over 76 years. I'm not taking it away from Uruguay. I'm just saying that it's been a long time.
Been a long
right?
time. So,
England hasn't been winning
how many teams, how many countries
realistically can win.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many countries, how many entries there has been this year? 60 plus?
48.
48.
Yeah,
48.
Yeah,
teams.
48
it's normally 32. This is the first time that they had 48.
48.
Yeah.
So 48 teams that has only been 8 winners.
Yeah.
I mean, Brazil 5 times, Germany and
Yeah.
Italy 4 times, Argentina 3 times, France and Uruguay twice, England and Spain once.
Yep.
And England also, I mean, the last time he won,
66.
66, so it's like, 60 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, let me ask something for George then, since he played soccer, and maybe I can like give him another point of view. So let's say you're playing the last match of the group stage, okay, against like you're already classified first, so the result doesn't make a difference, and you're playing, and a guy goes and tackles you, and you get injured, and you're out of the World Cup. Wouldn't you like feel, oh my God, I should have saved myself, and then I could have played like the knockout stages?
I wouldn't. Because in respect of the audience, in respect of the spectacle, I am part. That's why I think Messi played. And then actually, I would answer your question just a little bit tangents from the topic. I think it all depends on where you are also in your career. For example, look, Cristiano Ronaldo is 41 years old, and he's got a big chance to win the World Cup. Portugal has a chance to win despite playing horribly, despite being look, they were super lucky against Colombia, right? So in our next podcast, we're going to talk about this also, about about the interval, about the breaks, about the VAR and other things. So stick with us for the next episode. We're gonna talk about this, but he wants to win. He wants to score. He wants to be there. I think it's actually detrimental to Portugal.
Yeah.
Because he's not having the best World Cup, but he's there. Cristiano Ronaldo is there. Messi, you see, he's also 39 years old. He was 39 years old last week, right? He's still playing. I think he's still top 30, top 20 players in the world. Messi?
Yeah, we could even argue that he's top 10.
Top 10, right? So he's there. He's playing. He's showing, hey, I'm 39. I'm playing here. And you see, and he was playing with a bunch of reserves, And
The moment that he got in, literally 30 seconds later, he gets a huge tackle from a guy. And then I was like, man, you're going to do that to Messi? I mean, you're not going through because, the other team was already out, Jordan. And then it receives like a massive tackle, as you just mentioned. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Why? Why?
So
it is what it is, though.
So there's an anecdote. Yesterday, Arthur and I watched like half an hour, I think, of Vampeta, which is famous Brazilian 2002, World Cup winner. Denilson was there too, right? Like we watch Romário, Ronaldo, and then they were talking about this friendly that Messi was playing with Vampeta and many other. I can't remember the name of the defender. Then the first ball, Messi touches the ball, is in the U.S., right? Messi touches the ball, and then this guy comes in and gives a full house. He gives a full house,
Welcome.
right on Messi's chest, and then Vampeta stops the friendly and says, hey, buddy, you can't hurt. What was that like? When you are at Disney, you can't hurt Mickey.
Yeah.
You can't hurt Mickey Mouse. So Messi was the Mickey Mouse. And Messi now plays for the U.S. League. He's the face of the league, So the U.S. has to display. So I think there is more to that. I think there is commercial interest. There are, I think it's the culture of this soccer in the U.S. It's important for the image. Hey, this guy has an work ethics. He's there. He shows up. I don't know if I like it, everything that is going on with Argentina. I like being allowed many weird calls and so many penalties. It doesn't give a nice look, optics to the competition. But it was a foul. It was a penalty. Yesterday, it was a penalty. The guy, I think it was right in his face. He
got kicked in the face.
Yeah, and also my team back in Brazil had this discussion in the last year. I think we had more penalties than every other team, But sometimes it's not because like calls are like being made and they're bad calls.
Wrong calls, yeah.
It's just because you're closer to the area, the goalkeeper area. So if you're closer to the area and you
penalty
have
area.
more possession of the ball closer to the goalkeeper, of course you're going to be fouled in the area and it's going to be a penalty. So
Yeah.
sometimes
I
it's
agree
not
with that.
even like the bad calls
Of
or
course.
anything. It's just because the team is more aggressive and they have the ball closer and they get fouled.
And there's
you know?
one more thing. You know that
I agree with that.
And also you know that you have one or two players that are experts in free kicks, right? So you plan your game to actually get faults around the not
Around
only
the
inside,
big
but
area
maybe inside or maybe outside of the of the
Around
penalty
there.
area.
You want the fault to happen there.
And then you have more chances. Like we know that Messi's percentage is not that great. He needs a lot of kicks, a lot of free kicks to score. But still, it's dangerous. Like he has 5 to 6, conclusions every, shots
Messi
to the
is
goal
not a
every game.
Ronaldinho Gaúcho.
Yeah, but come on, like Messi
Marcelinho
is
Carioca,
better
Yeah.
than
Juninho Pernambucano.
He's way better than average though. You
Yes.
don't want to give
You don't
Messi
want
a
it.
free kick. You
No,
definitely
no.
don't.
So there's statistics from 2010, right? So it was from a very famous paper and website at that time, and the title was "Messi is Impossible," and then it measures how many goals, like several graphics comparing all the other players versus Messi at that time, which is scoring for free, like 2012. I'm sorry, it was 20 for the World Cup in 2014. So Messi scored 91 goals in one year, in one calendar year.
Wow, that
Right, so he broke the record. Miller's like a record from Germany in 1970 something, 74 I think, I don't know, 73. So and then the guy was saying, hey, what the conversion rate of Cristiano Ronaldo from the penalty box is the same average that Messi had from outside the box, which is huge, which is absolutely immense. Of course, the Cristiano Ronaldo is a late peak. His best in his career was from 30. After the World Cup in 2014, he's got his best years in 2015, 16,
Okay.
17, right? But it's still amazing to see that. So you don't want to have Messi or, Lo Celso, it seems like also, and other players kicking, you don't want to allow free kicks to teams like this. But it's still, getting back to that, I think for the show, at least play 30 minutes, man. I know injury can happen at any time. An injury can happen not only in a game. How many players get injured
yeah.
in
One-
practice?
Yeah,
One day, I literally, just like I was building something out of some wood, and then I went down because the screw fell on the floor, and then my back went bloop, and I'm like, oh. Of course, I'm not an athlete. But if you are an athlete and you would like to discuss that with us, please comment in there. And don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. And in Spotify, give us a follow.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Yep.
we'll see you in a couple of days again, talking a little bit more about soccer, football, World Cup.